certain things that would trigger me in the past, I try to take when I start to feel it, I try to take myself twice removed from it. Like, okay, that's not me, and that is not recent. Like, that's not me or my current situation. So, like, I'm at least twice removed from the thing that's triggering me.
Right.
And so I've been really trying to keep that on the top of my. I learned that when I was in the hospital. I know people, frown on going to the hospital if you need help, but I did, and I'm glad that I did.
Right.
And I learned that the fact that you gotta recognize what it is, and even if it triggers an emotion in you, you gotta understand where the emotion comes from. Is it from immediate? Is it something immediate, or is it something that happened in the past? And if it's in the past, is it once removed, twice removed? And 9 times out of 10, it's twice to 3 times removed from me that is triggering my emotion.
Right.
And so, so you gotta assess where the emotion is and why you're having a reaction to it. Is it like your husband beats you every night, right? And so when you see somebody getting beat, it triggers your emotion, but that's right there live, right? Because every night you get beat. But if you've been beat 10 years ago and you've been in a relationship that you haven't been beat since then you're really 3 times removed from that. So it triggers an emotion because you know how that felt, but at the same time it's not happening to you right now, so you can't act and and feel those same emotions. You can empathize and sympathize with the situation, but you can't feel the emotion that you felt then because you're not in that situation. You have to recognize what situation you're in.
Right.
And so the hospital did teach me that over the few days I was there, and doing like the group therapies and just seeing where different people are at and how they can react so differently to things. Like, they could be the nicest person and then all of a sudden they lose their crap over something, and they end up getting a shot to where they're like put out for the next day and a half.
That's people in the hospital, right?
Yeah, like people in the hospital because they're reacting on emotions and triggers of things that happened in their past, and it might not even be happening to them right there, but they seen something that triggered them.
Right.
And so I have to remember that, and I'm trying to keep that at the top of mind since I've been home from the hospital, of the fact that, okay, this emotion, is this current? Is it, am I once removed, twice removed, 3, like how far along ago did that happen? So how far along am I in that emotion?
Right.
And I have to act appropriately. I can't act like it's happening right now if it happened to me when I was 10.
Right.
I don't know if that makes sense, but
that makes sense.
Yeah, but I've really been trying to approach life since I got out of the hospital that way. Like, okay, what's triggering my emotion? Why am I feeling emotional about this? And is it something immediate or not? And I've been doing a pretty good job so far, I think.
I think you have too.
Yeah.